Swadika, good morning and welcome to Newsline. I'm Cholapanza Narula. Thank you very much for joining us. It's Wednesday, July the 8th of 2015. Let's have a look at what's happening in Thailand moves forward today. We begin with this first story. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has instructed agencies to speed up their process of drilling for groundwater within Bangkok and 500 other sites nationwide in order to combat this year's drought. He noted that illegal logging has contributed to the severity of the drought that has instructed authorities to strictly monitor protected forests and the prosecution of violators. General Prayut said the government has initiated the creation of additional water reservoirs in order to accumulate water from rainfall. He also expressed his gratitude to farmers in the northeastern region for their cooperation in postponing their rice planting by 2 months. Farmers have been urged to grow fewer crops and conserve water during the drought crisis that nearly dried up major dams in the kingdom. The water level in Bhumipol Dam is the lowest in 51 years, and diminishing rainfalls have failed to replenish the dams. Farmers have been told to avoid growing off-season crops as water from the dam, generally diverted to agricultural areas, is running low. In Roi Et, the crisis is the worst in 50 years, as provincial authorities carried out an inspection of the local reservoirs that currently hold less than 1% of water left. Local units in Nakhon Phanom are planning to divert water from Mekong River to assist farmers, as 19 reservoirs only hold 29% of the water. Over 200,000 rai of land are expected to be affected by the drought. The National Reform Council has approved of the report by its Natural Resources and Environmental Reform Committee on Water Management Reform and the proposal of a Water Management Act. Environmental Reform Committee Chairman Pramod Maiklat proposed the reforming of water management agencies, enhanced joint participation in water management, push for updated legislation, create a strategic plan that caters to various technical and geological contexts, and to adequately educate the public on methods of water management and conservation. He added that improving the existing organizations and infrastructure would be sufficient in greatly contributing to effective water management without having to establish new bureaucracies or investing an exorbitant amount of state funds. The Assembly then approved of the committee's report with 188 votes in favour, 7 against and 12 abstentions. The Assembly also approved in principle the Water Management Bill with 168 votes in favour, 23 against and 18 abstentions. In our next news, Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha presided over on Tuesday evening the opening ceremony of the Healthy City Community Way of Life Fair at Klong Padung Krung Kasem Market, which is near the Government House.
Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha said Padung Krung Kasem Canal has been a location for several government-initiated floating markets, as the site is hoped to be developed as a main tourist attraction of Bangkok. Healthy City Community Way of Life Fair is another effort by the government to promote medical tourism in Thailand and produce value-added native herbal products to meet demand in the ASEAN market. The herbal industry is essential for branding and outstanding identity of Thailand. It has brought in 48 billion baht to the country annually and is expected to grow by 20% each year. The Healthy City Community Way of Life Fair is running from July 7th till the 26th with a different theme in each week. The event showcases and sells health products from over 100 suppliers at lower prices, accompanied by free health services and consultancy by government authorities and local intellectuals. During the first week, which runs until July 12th, the main theme is Bringing Thai Traditional Medicine to the World, in which herbal products such as Cariat Gel for gum and teeth health, healthy and beauty drinks and foods for women are sold at lower prices. The second week from July 13th until the 19th focuses on Alzheimer-free community, promoting foods and herbal products for anti-Alzheimer effects. In the final week from July 20th till the 26th, visitors can enjoy Thai herbs for anti-aging treatment. At the fair, flu vaccinations for 500 visitors will be provided free of charge every day, while unlimited diphtheria and tetanus vaccinations will also be provided free on a daily basis. The fair is being held from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. until July 26.
Cabinet members have appointed Dr. Weerathai Santiprapop as the new governor of the Bank of Thailand. Finance Minister Sommai Phasi revealed at the cabinet meeting gave a go-ahead to the appointment of Dr. Weerathai as BOT governor. Dr. Weerathai holds a doctorate of economics and a master of economics from Harvard University. Currently, he serves as independent director of Dusit Medical Services. Mr. Sommai said he personally believes that Dr. Weerathai is well suited to the position due to his 20-year history with the Harvard alumnus. Dr. Ampon Kitiampon, who serves as Secretary General to the Cabinet and BOT Chairman, supported the final decision, citing an extensive recruitment process and Dr. Weerathai's professional background. The Cabinet also gave the green light to the draft law on the procurement and management of state property and is forwarding it to the National Legislative Assembly, or NLA, for deliberation before its enactment. Following the weekly Cabinet meeting, Deputy Government Spokesperson Major General Sansern Kaew stated that the Procurement and State Property Management Bill proposed by the Ministry of Finance has been given approval in principle. The new law is intended to be enforced on the procurement process within government agencies and state enterprises, concentrating on transparency, cost-worthiness, effectiveness, and examinability. It also stipulates the drawing up of integrity pacts while giving the public a chance to participate in the inspection of government projects. If enacted, 5 committees will be established to take charge of related procedures. The bill is now slated to be reviewed by the Office of the Council of State before being forwarded to the NLA for final consideration. It is expected to be approved and enacted into law at the beginning of the next fiscal year or around October. In the meantime, Deputy Government Spokesperson Major General Weerachon Sukhontapatipak said the Cabinet has endorsed trade cooperation between Thailand and China as well.
Thailand moved ahead today with closer trade cooperation with China as the Cabinet approved the draft protocol on health and safety standards for food export to the People's Republic of China. The draft protocol will allow Thai food export, in particular the Thai roast apple, to meet the requirement of China's import requirement for fresh fruit and vegetables. This involves inspection by Agriculture Agency to prevent pollution by food flies, quality storage and packaging facilities, and checking system before shipping to China. Thailand is a major food exporter to the world, and the Chinese market is one of our biggest. To maintain this position as the major exporter of quality products, the Thai agricultural sectors and the government have been increasing its effort to ensure the utmost health and safety standard of Thai export to all our international markets. Continuing with the theme of development, the Cabinet today also acknowledged that the Minister of Transport will be leading a Thai delegation to the state of Qatar during the last week of July to discuss bilateral cooperation on transport, energy, and artificial rainmaking. This meeting followed on from a visit to Thailand in May this year of a delegation from Qatar to discuss cooperation in the same areas. The Thai delegation will include officials from the Ministry of Transport, PTT Company Limited, and the Ministry of Agriculture. The official from the Ministry of Agriculture will go to explore the possibility of Thailand providing assistance to Qatar in the area of artificial rainmaking. Thailand is well known for its technology, which was developed by His Majesty the King and holds an international patent. Thailand's effective method of royal rain or artificial rainmaking has been granted special royal permission to be used as the public service for our foreign friends, but not for any commercial purposes. During this season's drought, the Royal Rainmaking Unit has already been conducting operations to help farmers and community in affected areas in Thailand.
In our next news, the National Legislative Assembly, or NLA whip, has revealed that the NLA will hold a meeting on July 14 to discuss accommodating the 248 former MPs who have all insisted on delivering their defense statements. NLA Whip Dr. Jade Siratranun said the meeting is meant to determine whether it can allow for each of the 248 defendants to speak in their defense during the case opening session. He also revealed that the NLA is in the process of establishing a committee to study ways to amend laws regarding Thailand's role in the ASEAN Economic Community, or AEC, in order to support the country's bid to become the key player in mobilizing AEC policies. The NLA is also discussing the amendment of the Commission of an Offence relating to Computer Act 2007. The province of Pathum Thani is sending entrepreneurs to participate in the China Changchun International Agriculture and Food Expo and Trade Fair, which will be held in Changchun, China from August 14th till the 23rd. The expo is aimed at promoting bilateral ties between Thailand and China, which dates back several decades. The province's Public Relations Office has reported that General Manager of Baili Enterprise Company, Wang Zheng, has been appointed as the Chinese coordinator by the Changchun Municipality Office. Zheng will also be responsible for promoting ties with other cities from China's neighboring countries. Related agencies are prepared to showcase their top products in the event. Pathum Thani is also planning to declare itself as Changchun's unofficial sister city. And that's it for Thailand Moves Forward. We'll have a quick look at the exchange rates and commodity prices now, and then Newsline will take a short break. We will return with ASEAN and beyond and other global news. Stay with us.
To maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The fifth core value: maintaining preservation of Thai traditions and cultures.
How could you do that to me? Stop it! Huh? Don't you get it? I don't need you anymore. Enough! We're through. There's someone else in my life.
Say no to the past. Bring your own bag. Say no to plastic.
Physical connectivity, institutional connectivity, and people-to-people connectivity. The power to turn this region into a strong community. Witness the interconnectivity between the 10 Southeast Asian countries in ASEAN Connect via these channels.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. Thailand's Deputy Prime Minister on Social Affairs has called for a strong yet flexible social structure during his lecture on the regional integration of ASEAN Economic Community. Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Yonghyut Yuttawong, who oversees social affairs, on Tuesday chaired the seminar, which has been organized to boost awareness and offer knowledge about AEC and diverse cultures of ASEAN. Dr. Yonghyut said that in order for the ASEAN Economic Community to be successful, every country must have a strong foundation and flexible regulations that will enable all to move forward together. He stressed that social and cultural issues are of top priority, and Thailand will need to be really ready for all the changes that are about to happen, such as the mobility of workforce, international communication, and education. The minister went on to say that Thailand will also need to be aware of some global contexts, including transnational crime, while recognizing the opportunity to boost its potential to stand out on the international stage. SMEs make up 70 to 75% of the Thai economy. Recently, the Entrepreneur Now Awards was held to encourage small and medium businesses in order to prosper within ASEAN. Newsline Jakwanit has the story.
Entrepreneur Now Awards, or ENA, is a project aimed at enhancing business community in Thailand, recognizing entrepreneurial excellence of Thais and non-Thais in the kingdom, and bringing new ideas, bigger networking for entrepreneurs in globalizing businesses. Entrepreneur Now Awards is launched by Bangkok Now, or Be Now, a Bangkok's networking community in Thailand. The project has welcomed Thai and non-Thai applicants to promote entrepreneurship in Thailand and help entrepreneurs to connect, exchange experience, and grow their businesses as Thailand opened its doors to ASEAN Economic Community, or AEC. Pachari Panthumano, the chairwoman of Be Now, explained how this project will help push entrepreneurs to grow even faster and how it will support the economy and society.
Okay, the objective of ENA, or Entrepreneur Now Awards, is we want to promote entrepreneurism, we want to attract the investors to Thailand as well as ASEAN, and we want to create this community that supports entrepreneurism, like, the ecosystem, so that it helps the current entrepreneurs as well as future entrepreneurs who also want to come into this community as well. I think when we bring together the entrepreneurs together, and the benefit of that is obviously we will have peer learning, we will understand more about how to be a better entrepreneur, how to grow our business, how to help each other. I think it's a good thing that it's for the learning and also to be attractive to would-be investors and grow together.
The award's objective is to promote entrepreneurism, attract investors to Thailand and the ASEAN region, and revitalize the Thai economy and the SME sector. ENA highlights the importance of recognizing and rewarding success. Entrepreneur Now plays a key role in encouraging those already successful to lead by example and perhaps be willing to mentor and inspire fledgling and young entrepreneurs. I'm Newsline Jakwanit reporting.
Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras won a commitment to seek a last-minute rescue at an emergency Eurozone summit on Tuesday before his country's banks run out of money. EU leaders will hold a further summit on Sunday to approve a plan to aid Greece if creditor institutions are satisfied in the meantime with the Greek loan application and reform commitments. Questioned by journalists, he brushed aside talks of Greece exiting from Eurozone, a prospect being openly considered earlier in the day by some in fellow Eurozone countries. German Chancellor Angela Merkel, who arrived saying there was still no basis for reopening negotiations with Athens, changed her tune in the room and was actively involved in efforts to find a last-ditch solution. Short-term finance could also be made available if the Greek government came up with satisfactory proposals and took prior actions in passing laws to convince creditors of its intent. But the Chancellor was clear that she envisaged no haircut for Greeks' debt. Merkel said she expected a formal loan request from Athens on Wednesday and more detail on how Greece would cooperate to make its economy more competitive on Thursday in order to seek the approval of the German parliament to start negotiations. However, Eurozone sources in Brussels said the European Central Bank President Mario Draghi has assured finance ministers that the central bank would keep Greek lenders afloat this week as long as negotiations were underway. A U.S. military fighter jet and a small plane collided over South Carolina on Tuesday, authorities said, killing 2 aboard the private plane while the military pilot ejected safely. The collision involved an F-16 fighter aircraft and a Cessna C-150, the Federal Aviation Administration said in a statement. The agency said the crash occurred at around 11 a.m. north of Charleston. The 2 people aboard the Cessna plane were both killed. A spokesman for the National Transportation Safety Board said the agency is now investigating the crash. The pilot of the military aircraft ejected safely and was taken for a health evaluation. Debris from the small plane had been found scattered over a wide area, including in a rice field. There were no reports of injuries from any debris. Peru has declared a 60-day state of emergency in towns across 14 regions to brace for possible damage from the climate pattern El Niño in the rainy season. Peru has forecast a moderate to strong El Niño in the winter season and has not ruled out an extraordinary event in the summer, which begins in December in the southern hemisphere. In the Andean department of Puno, where the town of Anamia is located, that's 1,313 kilometers to the southeast of Lima, temperatures ranging from 6 to 15 degrees below zero threaten the lives of the villagers and their livestock. Authorities have said residents in the town need immediate assistance to help them brace the freezing temperatures. Laminis from Ilama family were seen desperately trying to graze in frozen fields of hay. Resident George Humani said the animals were dying due to the lack of food. The phenomenon, a warming of Pacific sea surface temperatures, has wreaked havoc on local fishing in Peru and triggered landslides in years past. And the world's oldest living person, the daughter of sharecroppers and granddaughter of slaves, celebrated her 116th birthday on Monday in New York. Susanna Mushat Jones marked the occasion privately with her family, but on Tuesday, family, friends, neighbors, and city leaders sang happy birthday to Jones during her public celebration. Huge silver balloons illustrated her 116 years, and a large birthday cake was decorated with her favorite things, a pretty dress, bacon, and chicken legs. Jones is the 3rd consecutive American to hold the title of world's oldest person, according to the Guinness World Records. The records, that is. Jones was born in Alabama in 1899, and after graduating from high school, moved north in 1922 to New Jersey and then New York, where she worked as a housekeeper and child care provider until 1965, when she retired. And that's it for today's edition of Newsline. Thank you very much for joining us. If you do have any comments, suggestions, or you'd like to contact us, well, please write to us, and the email address is newsline.nbt@gmail.com. Today we say goodbye, taking you to Germany, where animals there have been cooling down from the heat wave in the hot summer. I'm Chalapansana Rula. We'll see you next time. Until then, Sawasdee Ka.